set to start signing copies of that book for supporters that are lining up, or depending on how you view things, for people that are potential voters. Our Jason Carroll is outside the book signing at a Barnes & Noble in New York City. Curious about the turnout there. Is it feeling more like a political rally, or folks lining up to get a potentially bestseller?
Political rally. Political rally. That's a very interesting choice of words. The turnout here, as you can imagine, is incredible. You're not going to find very many Benghazi critics in this line. Take a look. Goes down the block, as you see here, straight to Park Avenue, and then whips around the block and goes up Park Avenue. On the other side over here, you can see a crush of media waiting for Clinton's arrival. She's expected actually to arrive within the next few minutes or so. Everyone waiting in line to get a copy of this. Hard Choices. We already have our copy. As I said, you're not likely to find in this big long line, at least a number of the people that we've polled, a lot of Clinton critics, but you will find a lot of curious people and a lot of Clinton's fans. One of them here is Heather. She is from Pittsburgh. I know that you came out. You've been waiting quite a while. Tell me, what are you looking to find in this book that you haven't seen or you haven't read already?
Well, I think that Hillary had a really fascinating career as Secretary of State, and from what I've heard, there's a lot in the book around policy and experiences that she had when she visited, over 100 countries, and I'm looking forward to reading about that.
And I'm curious what you make of those who criticize Clinton for her role in Benghazi. Is that a concern for you going forward? Have you been satisfied in terms of what you've heard so far?
Oh yeah, I mean, that's not at all a consideration for me. I mean, of course, I think every American is sad for the lives that were lost at Benghazi, but certainly the Secretary of State answered all the questions that she possibly could when she gave testimony. And also you have to think about 9/11 and so many other, moments when the U.S. security wasn't perfect. It happens, but we didn't, bring George Bush and Dick Cheney, and keep making them testify about that. And I think it's important for people to move on.
I know that you're going to be encouraging the Clinton to run when you get a chance to get up there and speak to her. I know this young lady over here is on the fence. This is Claire from Tennessee. Claire, you don't know very much about Clinton. You're here out of curiosity?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to know more about someone who's going to be is a major political player and who might be running for president in 2016.
If you have an opportunity to speak to her, what would you say?
I think I would just ask her, why is it important that she be the president? I think with all of the talk about like a woman being president, that it's more than just gender. I want someone capable and a good leader. And if that happens to be a woman, that's awesome. I think that's great for women. But I want to know who the most capable person is for the job.
Well spoken. I hope you get an opportunity to ask her a question once you get up there. Again, when I was also in line here, you guys, one of the ladies who was here told me she felt as though this was the unofficial beginning of Hillary Clinton's campaign. I want to show you something right over here, right across the street. This, I should say, in full disclosure, is not officially, well, let's wait till the truck goes by. It's New York, these things happen. There you go. But I just want you to know that this is not affiliated with the Hillary Clinton people who are here, but these people join the movement, readyforhillary.com. These are folks who are out here trying to support to get her to make that run. Back to you guys.
All right, Jason Carroll for us outside the book signing. It leaves you wondering, are they there for a potential selection of a book club book or a selection of something else, right? So let's talk more now about Hillary Clinton. Let's bring in our senior media correspondent, Brian Stelter, and senior political correspondent, Brianna Keeler. Brianna, I want to start with you here because you were reporting all yesterday on what some people were calling perhaps the first gaffe of the Clinton campaign, or should we say the Clinton effort, when she talked about being dead broke when she left the White House with her husband, Bill Clinton. Well, this morning, it may be the first campaign cleanup. Let's listen to what she said.
As I recall, we were something like $12 million in debt. And, that was something that we really had to work hard. And I was in the Senate and could not do anything to help us meet those obligations. And I'm very grateful that my husband, who's always been a hard worker since he was born, poor and given opportunities with a good education and strong values to work hard and take responsibility, he did that. So, we understand what that struggle is because we had student debts, both of us. We had to pay off. We've had to work. I had a couple of jobs in law school. He had lots of jobs. So we have a life experience that is clearly different in very dramatic ways from